So the series is over, and as we had spoken about in yesterday's Game 5 post-game video, the handshake was a good handshake. The folks were going out there and showing their respect, showing off their sportsmanship. And I, for one, was very intrigued to see the handshake go down and to see Washington Capitals forward Tom Wilson be so smiley the whole time. Now, obviously, I might be surprised, but I think that's a good thing, right? Like, it's good to see Tom Wilson, Josh Anderson put aside their physical altercations and their seemingly burning hatred for each other on the ice to have a nice moment after the series is over. They're patting each other on the back, they're shaking hands, they're having a little chat. It's nice to see. Tom Wilson, everybody, is a guy that a lot of Canadiens fans absolutely hated the guts out of the past few days or so. But he definitely had himself a nice moment with all the Canadiens in the handshake line. Things, however, got pretty interesting after the game was over and after the post-game press conferences, because I wanted to dive into some commentary made by Tom Wilson in regards to the Montreal Canadiens and how things went down in this series. Let's take a look at this tweet by Stephen Wino, because it's probably the main thing that was going semi-viral last night. Tom Wilson said of the Habs, "We knew they were going to play cheap." And then all the replies are like, F you Wilson, F you Capitals. I mean, like, yeah, a lot of people got pissed off about this quote, and rightfully so. Habs fans are very passionate about their hockey team, and hearing from Tom Wilson that, yeah, they're playing cheap sounds pretty bad, doesn't it? But of course, in internet clickbait fashion, Stephen Wino then has to go out there and clarify in the extra replies. Here's the full quote from Tom Wilson. "We knew that they were going to play kind of cheap and try and get us off our game. So it got crazy at times, but that's why hockey's so fun, and that's why we all love the sport and we love playing and love competing." Wilson was also very complimentary of the Canadiens. Huge respect to that hockey team over there, starting with Carrier, obviously. He takes a big hit and he's right back out there battling. I think hockey players are tough, and they made it really hard on us. So that, obviously, those two comments, they have a lot more class than just saying, yeah, no, they are playing cheap. The Habs are cheap. No, they're not cheap. I mean, he's saying the Habs tried to play kind of cheap, tried to play a little bit dirty to get the Capitals off their game. And I'd say, honestly, for the most part, once Arber Xhekaj got into the lineup, it was kind of working for a bit. Not because Arber Xhekaj himself stood up and fought a whole bunch of guys. He's not going all one man versus 100 gorillas on you. But there was more of an attitude with the Montreal Canadiens once Xhekaj was inserted into the lineup. You saw more guys taking runs at Tom Wilson. You saw Ivan Demidov kind of trip Wilson up a little bit while he wasn't paying attention. Things like these, you know, little details like that. Kevin Bieksa was saying it on the panel, but Habs players wouldn't really do this if Arber Xhekaj wasn't in the lineup, because that fight, that sort of antagonistic energy just doesn't exist without Xhekaj. When you only have Josh Anderson in there, it's not enough. So once Xhekaj is in it, it's like, okay, now we got a bunch of tough guys, we got multiple of them, now we can start to maybe poke the bear a little bit, because we know that if the bear bites back, we've got Arber Xhekaj and Josh Anderson ready to step up and take the hit. Now, whether or not that's right or wrong, it's up to you, but Ivan Demidov slightly tripping up Tom Wilson, yeah, I'd say that's a little cheap. I don't want to disagree with the guy there. I mean, anybody who's going to go out there and watch the Canadiens, I get it, some of y'all might be upset that I said that, but still, I think it was a cheap move, and Tom Wilson is acknowledging that dynamic in the game, but he's still giving Montreal their props. He's got a lot of respect for the Canadiens. He is saying that, hey, Carrier's a warrior. He got hit. He came back. Good on him. Wilson's one of the toughest sons of guns in the NHL, so obviously when it comes to displaying hockey toughness, he probably knows a thing or two about that, so it's good to see him give praise out to the Montreal Canadiens and their guys. Ultimately, though, I want you to let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. How do you feel about Tom Wilson's commentary on the Habs? He called them cheap, but it's not that bad, honestly. That's the title right there. Tom Wilson calls Montreal Canadiens cheap after the series is over. Oh, that's so misleading. It is, but like, he didn't not say that. He did kind of toss that word out there, so I don't know. At the very least now, when you think about Tom Wilson, Capitals are playing off against the Carolina Hurricanes. I saw a lot of people actually. There was a vote on Twitter. Somebody posted a poll and it had a whole bunch of tweet replies. A lot of people think the Capitals can take on the Carolina Hurricanes and win. I think I might just be in the minority in thinking that Washington is going to have a difficult time with Carolina. I feel like Carolina steamrolled through New Jersey. They just got stopped up by extremely hot goaltending in Jacob Markstrom. Meanwhile, the Capitals, while they did beat Montreal 4-1, I do think the games are a lot closer than a 4-1 score would imply, so I'm kind of sitting here thinking, are the Washington Capitals going to have to really step it up against Carolina, or are they just going to have to keep playing the way they played against Montreal in order to beat the Hurricanes? Tough guys on the Hurricanes. Who are they? Jalen Chatfield is on there. Yeah, he's available to fight Tom Wilson. I do think the Canadiens might have had a little bit more bite against Wilson. Maybe they played more cheap against Tom Wilson than the Carolina Hurricanes will in their upcoming series. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Tom Wilson calling the Habs cheap, but still expressing his respect and his positive feelings towards the Habs and their players. Obviously, Tom Wilson, of all people, is probably not going to go out there and start commenting on the young guys. Oh, yeah, like Demidov and Suzuki and all these guys, they're great. Like, it's not really something that you would expect out of him, but to talk about the toughness and talk about Carrier and all that stuff, yeah, that makes a lot more sense. So, Tommy Wilson going out there, staying in his lane, it's all the more appropriate. What are your thoughts about Carolina, Washington? Do you think there is a realistic chance for Washington to take this series handily? Or are you of the mindset that I'm at, where I think they're probably just going to lose? I think Carolina's going to take this and head over into the Eastern Conference Finals. What did I predict in my bracket? I predicted the Capitals to go over the Devils. I didn't predict Carolina to win their series, so sorry, Carolina fans. But I'm saying that the Hurricanes probably have a better chance at beating the Capitals than the Devils do. I don't know. We'll see. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I hope you enjoyed this video. And bye.